Exactly. It's been recently determined that a couple of different of the drug companies. You guys, I'm sure you guys is definitely your field. I think it was it Pfizer?
Pfizer, correct.
Pfizer, yeah, Pfizer, and what was the other one? Was it Moderna, or is that what they
look
call it?
Kid. Look at you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know.
It's up on it.
All I do is watch news. I can't go nowhere, man. I'm a doctor on television. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fake doctor. You know. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm sure you guys, learning people can explain the situation a little bit more in depth. But it appears that we've gotten some promising information and evidence about potential vaccines, and I think, you know, it's giving people a little bit of hope. But I think we have to determine it. I was watching on television, and it wasn't. They haven't shown their data yet, if I'm not mistaken. This was just a press release, like. You know what I mean? Like just, hey man, we got it. It's not, just like it's almost like an ad for it, right?
Exactly.
But we need to. Sometimes the devil is in the details. So, just from a physician's perspective, Dr. Yves, how do you read that? And is it good news? Is it something we should even?
I think it's directionally going in the right way. It's giving us hope. I think everybody, it just helps to lift our spirits. But to your point, we need to see the data, but it is very encouraging news. One of them reported 90% efficacy, the other one 95%. And that was always a concern. As you know, when the flu vaccination is given every year, sometimes the efficacy, if we get it up to 50%, that's a good year. So to hit numbers like 90 plus is actually phenomenal. So that's the one piece of the puzzle of several pieces that we were concerned about, the efficacy. The second piece is how many people are going to actually take the vaccination. And with the flu vaccination, which is safe and has been out for years, people are still reluctant to take it. So any season, it's about 50% of the people take it. So kid, we got to work on this. You cannot be the spokesperson for anti-vaccine.
No, I mean, no.
Let's not go there.
No. I'm certainly not. I'm not. I'm not like. There's certain celebrities that have really come out
Yes.
and no, I'm not an anti flu shot. I just looked at it from the perspective that that's never really been a problem. You know what I mean? So and then I'm not gonna lie, you hear all lots of different chitter chatter over the years. I'm sure most of it isn't really founded in any kind of truth, but it does get in your head. And to the point that, as just as a regular person, I'm like, well, I don't really get the flu.
Yes.
I don't really get the flu. I don't live back east anymore. I live in a warm climate. I typically don't get sick, period. So yes. I was a little antsy about when they explained you're actually injecting the virus into you, and I was like, well, I never got the flu, so what? I need a flu shot. And then then you hear one person. All I need is one person to tell me I got the flu shot, and then I got the flu. That's it.
Exactly.
All I need is one person. That's my data. You know what I'm saying? Just one anecdotal thing, and that allowed me to push it to the sides. But
I intentionally threw the ball back at you because I wanted to, this is the conversations I have with my patients all the time. And I wanted that perspective to play out. And that's exactly what we deal with. And, let's take it piece by piece. So you never got the flu. So let's say you're a woman and you're engaged in sexual activity. You were never pregnant before. And then you take no preventative measures. Well, you're just taking a chance. You're taking a chance. You're going to get pregnant. You're taking a chance. You're going to get the flu. Problem with getting the flu then. So, okay, I get the flu, whatever. The truth of the matter is 40 to 50,000 people a year die on average of the flu. Some seasons are worse, some seasons are better. And, it doesn't seem consequential because we don't really know anyone who died of the flu. It's not big numbers really in proportion, but it's still 40, 50,000 lives. Now you have COVID. Now we see numbers, right? Now we're seeing real numbers. We're seeing over 1 million people in the world. We're seeing over 200,000 in this country. Those are real numbers. And, those are real lives. And that may change the mindset. The fact that we know someone who's had COVID, we've known probably someone who's been sick, And there's some chances, high probability, that we knew someone who died of it.
Right.
And so hopefully that will change that kind of mindset in terms of taking this vaccine. This is the only way out of this mess.
It is.
We have nothing else.
Mm-hmm. I'm the opposite of kid. I will be the first one in line for the shot.
Really?
Like arms rolled up, butt cheek out. I'm getting the shot. I'm first one. I'm always getting my flu shot because I just have a system that is compromised. So I am one of those. And I just found out yesterday, for example, our daughter who's pregnant, we just found out has COVID. And so we're really concerned right now. My husband's lost his best friend. I lost another family member. So it's real, right? And my biggest concern is distribution of this drug.
Yes.
How is it going to be distributed to those that really need it?
Yes.
That's the big concern for me, because the wealthy, those that have influence, they'll get it, right? But those that don't, what's the system? Because they are the ones that are getting COVID and dying. Let's be honest about that.
Yes. So that's a very good point. And I think COVID has highlighted the health disparities, how people are impacted by this disease based on social economics, based on race, et cetera. And so hopefully, again, I'm trying to be hopeful that we've learned from this and that we're not going to make the same mistakes that we've made before. There is a push to get to the most vulnerable people as a first step. And, you know, this is where the politics starts to interplay with all of this, that we could, you know, screw this up, to your point, and we're not going to have the full amount of drugs when it first comes out. So the thinking is, let's get to the most vulnerable, our elderly, or people with multiple medical conditions, and then maybe the healthcare providers, the front line, are next because they're providing the care, and then so on and so on. So it has to be thoughtful. We have to talk about the health disparities. That has to be part of the mix to make it equitable. The affordability, some people may not be able to afford it. How do we address all of that? But
exactly,
I'm hopeful that we've been around this block and we're gonna get this right.
Right.
Well, and I would say that obviously the news about these potential vaccines, very good news. And in light of the fact of the recent election, I feel better about the possibility of implementing it over the next several months, or whenever it becomes readily and available across the board.
Right.
I mean, I couldn't imagine Donald Trump handling that in any kind of sensitive way, compassionate way, fair way.
Be no vaccines for Detroit.
No vaccines for New York. No vaccines for New York. No vaccines for California. and definitely no vaccines for Delaware. We always gonna get wiped out.
Delaware, we ain't getting shit.
Yeah, I gotta move to Oklahoma if I want the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta move to one of the Dakotas if I want the vaccine.
Yeah, what's up with New York not getting the vaccine from Trump? What's up? Y'all making that damn now?
I'm telling you, man.
I can't answer for that, man. Nobody can answer for that, man.
Ridiculous.